spring from Nanook Lodge. Today we're going to make a lovely goat cheese spring green salad with some roasted tomatoes. Yeah, it's spring, but you can get these greens all year round, and this is a great salad to make anytime. We're going to use the goat cheese and we're going to bread it and just saute it and fry it so it gets nice and warm, but the breadcrumbs will keep it nice and crunchy, which is great. And then tomatoes. I've got some cherry tomatoes here, these lovely little ones off the vine. You see them all the time in little TikTok things with some baked feta, but I actually found those at Costco, surprisingly. We've also got some yellow grape tomatoes. You can use either one of them interchangeably. I'm going to use both colors since I happen to have them in the house, and we'll make a beautiful salad. We've got 3 different things we're going to do for the salad. We're going to roast the tomatoes in the oven. We are going to bread the goat cheese and saute it, and we're going to make a dressing for the lettuce. First, we'll get the tomatoes roasted in the oven, tossing them in a little olive oil, salt, pepper, with some garlic and some oregano. Then the dressing is going to consist of some olive oil, some red wine vinegar, the mustard, lots of fresh dill, and a little bit of lemon. And then the breading is milk and an egg, flour, and breadcrumbs. I've done all the prep, and the first thing we're going to do is start with the tomatoes. We have the tomatoes, the salt, pepper, oregano, olive oil. Now, you don't have to roast your tomatoes if you don't want. You can just serve them fresh on the salad and they'll be delicious. But I like to roast the tomatoes. It brings out the sweetness and it just adds more depth to the whole salad. We've got our vinaigrette ingredients here: olive oil, red wine vinegar, lemon juice, a little mustard, a little fresh dill, and some salt. And then our breading station for the goat cheese, I just took the log and divided it into 4 and made little patties out of that. And then of course our lettuce is the base for the salad. Here we use a whip to just whip everything together so all the flavors can meld together. It will tend to separate a little bit, as vinaigrettes do, and we'll stir it again before we actually toss it on the greens. Our beautiful breaded goat cheese. You'll notice I did it twice. When I'm doing cheese, I always like to bread it twice so that it helps to minimize the amount of cheese that starts to ooze out as we warm that up. You want these to cook until they're just golden brown on each side. They won't be completely warm all the way through, but I'm going to put the whole pan into the oven that's still warm from roasting the tomatoes and let it finish heating all the way through. We've got everything cooked, ready to go. Time to put the salad together. Got the vinaigrette. I'm going to give it a real good stir again. The mustard helps emulsify it a little bit, but the vinegar and the lemon juice still tend to want to separate out. I'm making a salad for 2. The recipe I gave you is 4, so I'm just going to use about half of this, since there's only 2 of us home to eat lunch. Give that all a good toss. Grab one of these lovely goat cheeses, right on the top there. And then I'm going to sprinkle the tomatoes all around. Here we have our beautiful goat cheese and tomato salad. Everything came together so well. When you cut into that goat cheese, it's just going to be nice and creamy, and it's going to taste great with the roasted tomatoes. Thanks for tuning in to Cooking at Nanook Lodge, and enjoy your salad.